weird time in VTubing. I've been trying to, I don't know, keep up with everything. It is the whole, without drawing too much attention to it, it is interesting and a reminder just how much, like, I guess public perception matters. Like, as long as everything looks fine and you present things in a way that things aren't an issue, I guess no one will ever suspect, like, things are going wrong, and then all of a sudden things are, in fact, going wrong. Very wrong, in fact. And then a lot of people get burned, unfortunately. Yeah, we can focus on the good stuff. That's true. The charity campaign is now at $1 million. Oh, wow. Okay, that's very impressive. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, because, like, I guess if you flex a bunch of money and make it look like, oh yeah, look at us, we're so successful, people will think, oh wow, they have a lot of money, they must be so successful. When in actual fact, maybe you don't. It is really interesting to see how much just, like, I don't know, yeah, public perception is just shaped by, like, projection, I guess. Power projection. It's like EU4 reference. And yeah, like, I guess just being able to, like, present yourself in a way that makes it look like everything's fine, but maybe everything isn't fine. It's really, really, really weird. I was tempted to tweet about all the nonsense going on at the moment, all the messed up stuff going on at the moment, because, I don't know, it didn't really sit right with me that, and I'm not having, and this isn't really directed at anyone, a lot of people using the current sort of situation to, I don't know, make fun of the situation and also celebrate others at the same time, because quote unquote the other side lost and our side is winning or whatever, like tribalistic stuff like that. I wasn't really a fan of that. Like, a lot of people had their hopes and dreams kind of just, like, pulled out from underneath them because, you know, they were led to believe that, you know, things were fine. And, you know, some of the people that were affected were my friends, and so it didn't really sit right with me at all that, like, you know, people were using other people's misery or jumping on other people's misery as a way to celebrate other people's success. That didn't really sit right with me, to be honest. That felt a bit not great. Yeah, it's not really the time. Like, there's a lot of people out there who are now basically back to square one, right? Like, everything has just been pulled up from underneath them. And obviously, you know, a lot of them do have big audiences. But, you know, there's the people who didn't get to debut, who thought they were. The whole situation is very messed up. Yeah, projects cancelled. Like I said, one of my friends was one of the people involved. And I'm mad on her behalf, and have been for a while. Because, you know, obviously, they had been waiting for a long time. And I had gone through a similar situation. But I always had the opportunity to talk to people in phase. It felt really bad for the people, but Twitter and amplifying those negative voices by putting them out seems like a bad idea. Yeah, I didn't end up tweeting it because, like, I had a not necessarily similar situation, but I had a situation that was, I guess, relatable because they were basically being kept in the dark off to the side. And technically, when I was, you know, in the basement, I was waiting a lot, but I was always able to talk to Sakana, and he was always able to reply to me, so it wasn't like a one-to-one situation. Yeah, like, people have lost their jobs as well, right? So, like, the back-end stuff as well. Back-end staff. some people who might not have been aware of decision making, right? They probably were just operating, you know, business as usual, and then, you know, I've heard good things about some of the staff members at that company, and who unfortunately, you know, either left recently or are now out of a job, and it's like, what the heck? It feels bad to like use this whole moment to be like, haha, they lost, my side is winning, right? It feels a bit, doesn't sit right with me. So please, I guess, show some respect and some tact. That's the main thing, right? Show some respect, show some tact. Don't, you know, make fun of people going through some pretty serious stuff. How much is the corpo side going to affect people's monetary gain when, example, ex-members are doing perfectly fine? I think it's just a lot of it is like I think everyone will be fine, but if you're owed money, it's kind of messed up, right? There's a lot of people being apparently owed money. A lot of people apparently putting in a lot of money for their own projects. And it's like, that's fucked up. I don't know, it just feels... What a strange time. What a strange time. It also, like, not to, make it about myself. It does feel weird to have, like, so many people all of a sudden be now indie VTubers in the same time frame in which I went from an indie VTuber to a corporate VTuber. That one is really weird. It's like that meme with the, what is it, Umbrella Academy, with the two cars going past each other. I watched Mint's announcement, which is very sad. And I watched my friend's stuff. I watched Barry's stream. I can't remember what else I watched. Like, I'd rather watch it from the actual source rather than through, like, a aggregator or person acting like a news channel or anything like that. I'd rather hear about it through the actual source. So I watched a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sad. Like, I've known about stuff for a little bit, and obviously you keep your mouth shut because you don't want people to get in trouble. But it looks like that company does not exist, so I guess, you know, still, you know, probably can't talk too much about it because legal stuff is happening and alleged things are happening, so you have to be quiet. I just hope that, like, people would treat the whole situation respectfully because, yeah, a lot of people are out of jobs. It seems like a lot of money is owed, allegedly. So I hope those people get paid what they are owed, because that sucks. That really sucks. I can't talk, like, I'm 2 months into being a corporate VTuber, so not much I can really say, because I don't have the same situation or experience as them. How much does Sakana owe you? $0. He pays me on time every month. It's only been 2 months. So, you know, I would be very concerned if I was already behind on being paid. Like, I get paid my sponsorships through Key Curators a month after the sponsorship, maybe a month or two. It's pretty normal for most people to not take it seriously because it doesn't affect them personally. Yeah, which is, you know, understandable, I suppose. I just wish people would be a bit more, use a little bit more tact when talking about people's livelihoods being destroyed. Which, I mean, most of the VTubers should be fine. Obviously, there's some people who didn't get to debut, so I guess depending on your perspective, if that's good or bad, you know, it depends. I think a lot of people probably would have expected joining that company to not have any issues, but evidently it did. I guess there's probably no perfect working environment, to be fair. Maybe a bit naive to assume that everywhere is okay. As far as phase goes, everything seems to be okay. Do you get commission on birthday merch sales? I get a cut of the merch. We have a in the contract, we have sales. Like, we have a breakdown of, like, all of our percentages. So the merch is, you know, one of them. So I get a cut of the merch, yes. Your boss talks about how cool maggots are. Yeah, that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. Where's your cut? Did you make the merch? Do you own the rights to your current model, or does Phase? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about specific contract stuff. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, don't break NDAs. It's a pretty bad idea. Whilst you're still in the company. I can tell you that I own Clio still. I still own Clio. If I were to leave or to be terminated. What about IT? Yes, I also own that. Do you own the beanie? I do own the beanie, yes. And I'm not an indentured servant. No. Does Phase own you? No, you are your individual. You're your own person. You're allowed to make your own decisions. My wife and kids? Yeah, I haven't told you about them. Phase owns slaves? I don't think the CEO would be considered a slave.